Mr. Spock and Moon. Are you both part of the team? I know Mr. Spock is, but is Moon part of the team?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever everybody else are. This is Mr. Spock here.
Awesome. Let's talk logical tonight then.
Yep.
That's my joke.
How are you guys doing?
Good, good. Yeah, how you doing?
Absolutely great. I'm looking forward to talk
Awesome.
to your audience.
It's great. So have we just got you, Mr. Spock and Moon? Is there anyone else we need to unmute? I think Alpha's got his hand up. Is he part of the team?
Yes, Alpha Code is one of my
Okay,
guys, chief engineer.
cool. Alpha. Hi, Alpha. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing? Alpha Code here. Thank you so much for having us on.
Thank you for coming, guys. Right, if you guys are ready, I can start the recording introduction and we can go into the SpaceXCoin project.
Great, no problem.
Welcome to the WellCoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have joining us SpaceXCoin, should I say, and here to speak about the project is Mr. Spock, Moon, and Alpha. We'll be going into the project shortly, the blockchain X, the SpaceCoin NFTs, the plans for the future, supporting space projects, and everything else about the project. But first, can you introduce yourselves with your background and experience, guys? That'd be great.
Sure. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you guys are located. My name is Mr. Spock. My actual name is Kazi Shakur. I'm fully doxed. I'm a mechanical engineer. I have master's degree from Purdue University and also master's from Naval War College in strategic management and World War. So, well, I have I've been into crypto space for about 3 years. Before then, I knew about a little bit. Was doing some mining with Ethereum. So, yeah, I've been into crypto space shorter than a lot of other people here. I'm sure. So what this thing got me into it, the curiosity. I purchased some Shiba Inu back in 2020, and it went ballistic, and it got me kind of interested to see what it's all about. So yes, we are a bunch of engineers. As as of today, we have 9 engineers together. We're in a huge team to do some research and development. And let me go ahead introduce my other chief engineer, Alpha Code. Alpha Code, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, Alpha Code here. Thank you so much again for having myself and Mr. Spock here. Mr. Spock and I, we've been working tirelessly to bring this project to fruition, and it's incredible what we're building, and we look forward to the community and the world really using our utilities and ecosystem. Thank you. My background is in software engineering. Originally, I studied chemical engineering, and lately, for the past 2 years, I've been working primarily on blockchain and AI. I got into crypto space in 2013, more heavily in 2016. Past year and a half, I've been in altcoins and the shitcoin DeFi space. And I love where we're going with this. The whole crypto environment. It's amazing.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah, so if I could maybe have an introduction to the SpaceXCoin project for community investors, that'd be great.
sure, Glenn. Thank you. So yeah, I'm Spock again. So I would like to talk about SpaceX Coin name for a little bit, why it's this and how it started and what we are actually focusing into. So, so the SpaceX coin, we named it because our ultimate goal is to support a SpaceX rocket company, even though we're not affiliated with them at all. Uh, our goal is to support them with the space exploration, research, and development. SpaceX and NASA, of course. And I do have many friends that work for NASA. During my military service, last 15 years, back and forth, I have served with them in many different missions, and engineering side and off engineering management side as well. So there are a lot of Department of Defense people involved in the NASA, and then also those who retires from those, they go into other sides such as SpaceX and other smaller aerospace companies in the United States. So I do have a good circle within my friends and professional communities who are involved deeply into space programs. So my when I was young, I always thought about becoming an astronaut. Always thought about doing something, related to space and all these different missions they had when I was younger. Saw the space shuttle going off, and took it was a huge thing for myself. I mean, I'm still a space geek, and there are a huge society in America that love this program. Even the lunar program to still now today that the Artemis is huge going on in the next few days. And I think 14th of November they'll launch again, the one they tried a couple weeks ago in NASA. So so there are like a huge number of people who are crazy about this thing. So I want to go real quick. I don't want to spend too much time about this. So SpaceX's prime goal is to, especially for Elon Musk, he wanted to make humanity a multi-planet species. So for that perspective, there are hundreds of companies, over hundreds of companies actually supporting SpaceX right now, and also NASA. So those companies doing a lot of little things for each missions, each operations, building the star base, building all the star ships and everything, uh, so that when the time comes, things can be smoother and easy for SpaceX to launch their actually human space flight to Mars. So as of March, April, NASA and SpaceX announced that by 2029, humans should be able to land on Mars, and things are going pretty well. The SpaceX building all these huge starships that will carry 100 people at least and 100 tons of cargo. So they will send thousands of cargoes before the human space flight. Human will have everything on Mars before they get there, so they can start building things to be sustainable and living there. So what happens to this spacecraft, this starship? It's a 7.5 months journey to space and to arrive in Mars. It it's 140 million miles away from Earth. So there are so many different things happening right now out there. So one of our research project is creating artificial gravity. And the people that I have with me, they have done it in the university earlier, like 10 years ago, and some of them recently started again. So we are making our paper available sometimes in March, April. The calculation and everything. Creating a gravity pod is our goal right now. And we also have a couple of designs for Martian habitat, a house in Mars that we can withstand 250 miles per hour wind and negative 180 degrees temperature. And during the dark time and during the hot time is like 200 degrees. So those kind of things will be in the research project. So we also have farming on Mars project. We have about 6 students involved in that. So we are bringing in students from all over the United States, from colleges. They're coming into universities and all these different areas. Students, they're coming into South Florida here, where we are in Fort Lauderdale. They will be doing involving research, hands-on research, and of course, they will rotate out. And when time goes over the time, we'll set up other offices in the other universities. A couple of examples, we have Purdue University, where I went to school, where Neil Armstrong went to school. And also we have University of Texas at Austin. We have 2 students there, and Georgia Tech and a couple other very good schools in the United States who are involved on this. So our first goal is to build this gravity pod, because gravitation is a huge problem for space travelers, especially International Space Station. Last 30 years, all the space cosmonauts, they're going and rotating out. They live there for 6 months or 7 months, then they come back home because their body can't handle this in microgravity. You lose muscles, skeletal issues, all kind of issues gonna start coming around, and you don't live too long when you have zero gravity. So we are trying to create a gravity pod where you walk into the gravity pod, close the door, and you have the same world-like gravity, like 9.81 meter per second square. That's our goal right now. It's a very intense research, and we got the formulas, we got everything done. But building the prototype, it's gonna cost a little bit of money, but that's why we're going to two aerospace venture capitalists such as Bessemer Capital. We have an appointment with them. Well, I would like to, give updates to my investors who are interested to join us. So I think will be huge. I believe it's going to work out. But the one thing is that when investors come on board, they'll dump millions of dollars. I know for sure. But we can't use that money for coin, utility development. So utility development, it's going to come from sustaining part of the tokens. That's why we set up the 10% tax right now. So we'll reduce the tax. I'll talk about the tokenomics and tax a little bit later. So ultimately, we're doing all this research, and we would like to take those to NASA competition for the habitat. There are two companies, one called SpaceX Arc and the other one AI Space Factory out of New York. They're the kind of front runner right now with Mars habitat design. So there are like hundreds of companies that are involved supporting SpaceX and NASA. We would like to be a part of the little game. And then we'd like to take our SpaceXCoin on board the ship. It's a 7.5 months journey. I would like to see our token used in a vending machine. The Starship will have swimming pool. You're gonna have little sauna type of gravity pod that we want to put in. You're gonna have a bar to drink. You don't want to spend 7.5 months sitting there waiting for another planet to come forward to your face. So Elon said that you have a great time while you are traveling to Mars. So there are a lot of different planning going on. It's almost $1 trillion business right now. A lot of people not paying attention to that, but those who love space exploration, they know exactly what's happening out there. And there are companies they're helping to do different things like housing accommodation inside the Starship, and then of course you want to be more friendly place inside the starships. And then when you go to space, you're gonna have a lot of problem communication with Earth. It's like 22 minutes to reach Earth. If you send a message to Mars, it takes 22 minutes now. So with the help of Starlinks and series of satellites out there, 1,000 satellites will solve that problem maybe to a minute. So the communication problem, there's so many companies working with SpaceX to improve that quality and reduce the distance of communication. So we're going to be a part of that. This is why we named it SpaceXCoin. I know people think, this is crazy. You don't want to use that name. A lot of marketing incubators, a lot of people didn't want to take us. And I appreciate, WorldCoin Talk gave us an opportunity to tell you guys what we're doing. And our marketing manager, involved with this. And yes, we will support SpaceX and NASA. That's why we're here. That's why our name is SpaceXCoin. If down the road, some reason SpaceX rocket company feels that our name shouldn't be used, then we'll reconsider to do some other way, change or do something else. So for now, we're SpaceXCoin. We don't call our SpaceX coin. We call it SpaceXCoin, just one word. So this is why we're naming SpaceXCoin, and we believe we will kick ass down the road. That's it. So this is the introduction for our, and of course you saw that how many utilities we have on the side, and it's a massive project. So I would like to go to the next phase of that.
Okay, great, Mr. Spock. So just going back to that, you're looking to complete full-scale ecosystems for sustaining human life. So part of the funds for that going to come from the token, and partly is the like competitions you can enter, NASA and space competitions, where you can win, money towards building that in the future. If you win one of these competitions, then that increases the funds you'd have available.
Absolutely. That's we are more into like winning the recognition more than the money, because I know there are lot of venture capitalists that very close to our hand right now. We can start working. They will take us on board based on our papers, our research papers, and engineering students and professors' involvement. So I think we'll win that side. Yeah, just getting recognition will be the big part of it. And then, of course, the token, the SpaceX coin, is going to be a little side item that we're taking this to the big project. Yep.
Right, and yeah, you mentioned there's a lot of utilities as well. Looking through the white paper to go through. Maybe we can start with the space exchange. You're planning, is that a decentralized exchange you're planning for the project?
Yeah. Our space exchange, we already worked on it. I'll let Alpha Code talk about this a little bit, and I'll patch up a little bit. Alpha Code, you on the line?
Hey, Alpha Code here. Thank you, Mr. Glenn. Yeah, so we've been working very, very long actually on our space exchange. It is ready, fully ready. We're in testing, and we definitely want to do a little more testing, and it's going to be ready for the market customers within the next several months. The thing is, currently we're running into some issues. We're in process of application, and well, we're going through the processes with the United States regulatory groups in order to get everything up and running. But lately, they've been giving companies hard time because of what's been going on within the crypto space on other exchanges. Nonetheless, it's a small hiccup, and we're gonna get this done. The exchange is ready. Like I said, we're in testing. We're just getting the project available, like within all the legal realm. But yes, Mr. Spock, do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, I would like to say, like, the main reason, the main concern is this: the SEC has black and white rules, and then CFTC coming up with other kind of things because they want to know what type of crypto is going to be housing uh, in that exchange. So it's all depends on. I know we're going to put at least top 15 tokens in there. We'll list that right away at the beginning, and then listing the shitcoins not going to be happening much because we're not focusing into making money out of exchange. Our goal is to keep our exchange so we can have our own token survive on that. Just for our sustainability and continuation purpose, we're building the exchange and blockchain and the wallet. We're not focusing into other people, much that will involve everybody else on our exchange. So there are some rules in the United States about this, that if we let some other token comes in, there's a commodity, there's other side tokens. So these are the things you have to go through a different phase, different type of regulatory rules. So since the Voyager and a couple other issues that happened after Luna Terra crash, things are totally different than what it was about a year ago. 2021 December was very smooth. You put an application, you're done. Now you get investigated many times. So our friend circles and advisors are telling us we should go out of the country, go to Bahamas or Cayman Islands somewhere, just get a resident agent and open this corporation there. It'll be a sister corporation, and it will work smoothly without any problem from the regulatory commission. At the same time, when people buy from the United States, we have to go back to the same rules. If we allow people in America to use our exchange, we have to go to the same process. So just to launch it is easier to do it outside. Just like FTX, Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried, his headquarters in Bahamas right now. And funny thing is, we worked with their team about a few years ago with the little things. But anyway, Alpha Code, you can talk about a little AI about our exchange. What is unique about it?
Um, yes, thank you, Mr. Spock. Alpha Code here. So our crypto exchange, it it is. It's going to analyze the user input, patterns. It's going to also uh, be able to help with the decision making process and give information to the user in order to protect the user from making certain mistakes just very quickly. It's going to help with the decision making. We have, man, the AI is very nice on here. We're using different systems, different techniques within AI in order to help protect the user and help the user get what they want done faster, safer, and with a higher profitability. Well, that's what we're that's what we're looking for the customer.
Okay, great.
Okay.
You're also building Blockchain X. It's used by Solana. It generates historical records to show that an event occurred. Could we talk about that for the community investors? That's
Oh, yes, Glenn. If you don't mind, Spock. If you don't mind, I'll take this one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, our blockchain X. It's we've done the calculations. We've been working on this. This is our main focus lately. And since the beginning, this is actually how we started. The exchange came into play after that. We began this project with conjunction between our love for space and our heavy intention to assist in any way in developing projects to go to Mars and the process in between, here and there. The travel, we want our token to be used on the space travel. So high security. This is a proof of stake, similar to Solana, hyper fast, and it's super fast. It's going to be running on hardware, so we're going to need to do a little. We're going to need to do additional testing with specialized servers, and for that, we're needing to raise some funding so we can purchase those hardwares. Calculations are in place. We've tested on several. I don't know if I should say this, university servers, but it's great. We're expecting to have this up and ready for sometime first week of February.
Yep.
cool. So, are you building that from the ground up, or is it like a fork of what Solana offers in their records?
No,
It's
actually,
a ground up. It's a
ground
ground
up.
up.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Um, we've been building. This has been completely ground up. I don't. The only area we've been getting little advisements. I'm a software engineer, so like my knowledge base is a little more focused on that area. Mr. Spock, though, he's got a lot of contacts with other groups, and from that we've been getting a lot of advisements. So we like do little minor adjustments here and there. But no, the blockchain that we have built is ground up. It's our code, and well, it's the communities now. This is a community project, but we built this. Our team has been working tirelessly months back, um, and at this point, we're testing and we're looking to get it ready for the world.
Okay, great, guys. And can we go into the SpaceXCoin NFTs? What's planned around the? Are you going to mint a certain amount, or will there be rarities and utility attached to it?
Yes. Okay. Can I answer that? So we have about 200 NFTs already minted. We thought about having a platform on our website that people can come and mint. Some reason we decided not to do it. It's time consuming. Also, maintenance of that Web3 side of the functionality, it takes a lot of effort because we're heavily into aerospace engineering, research right now. So what we did, in a few days, you will see our NFT is going to be on the OpenSea listed. So our NFTs are very beautiful, very attractive. Our goal is to make sure that our audience and our investors really see the aesthetics of that and get fall in love with it. So beautification it was actually a main purpose of making our NFTs to for the people to just get attracted to it. That's so most people that saw our NFT, they liked it. It's very smooth and beautiful. Uh, there are going to be baby astronaut in there, and some of them rovers, Mars rovers and stuff. So where we have many different types, but of course you have one will be different colors just to create a large number metadata that we have, so people can actually. A lot of people can buy it. We don't want to have one with high expensive in it. So most of the proceeds of that NFT is going to straight to the local space exploration. It's costing us a lot of money for our research. So all the NFTs, money will go straight to the space um, research. So yep, that's it.
Okay, cool. And I thought maybe, with the NFTs to add utility in the future, you could maybe build a SpaceX game around that as well. Got, planetary exploration or something like that, a mission to Mars.
We'll love to do that because that way people will be more engaged and happy and spend some time on gaming. Sure, I mean if we find somebody who can actually take charge within our team, I would definitely like to get onto that. And this is gaming side is huge. Thank you, Glenn. We talked about this earlier, but we're so intensely busy with our gravity pod right now. Like we're exhausted. It's exhausting. So yeah, we'll definitely like to see ourselves having a game that people can have fun with it, take it on board the ship, and go forward.
And you've got the SpaceXCoin gift card you're planning as well. You may be able to use it at local gas stations or Walgreens in the United States. Would you be converting the SpaceXCoin token, or would it be linked with a stable coin? How would it work for investors?
It'll be SpaceXCoin actually. We have three different phases, like the three different type of cards. One is $100 and $300 and $500. So what I saw people are having issues. I see it all the time. People can't buy any BNB to buy any other token. So buying BNB is like a hard part. You have to use your debit card, transfer money to an exchange, from there to a wallet, or you use the Trust Wallet, MetaMask, it doesn't work. It denies and those moon pay and all the different pay is causing issues there. So in America it's tough. It's a tough job to buy some crypto. So what we did is, here we're doing a test and trial right now. We're making about 12,000 gift cards. They should be coming up soon. So what happens, you scratch off the card and we'll link that from BNB to ourselves. So what's happening? It is that when you scratch it off and you scan it, you'll populate in your phone the amount of dollar. Dollar was going to go converted to BNB, and then BNB is going to get swapped to your SPXC. That's the mechanism we're putting into it. So therefore, when you're doing the scanning, whatever price of SPXC, you're going to get there right away, converting from BNB. So I hope it goes well, because I want people in the neighborhood here and there. We have in America right now like extra 600,000 immigrants that don't have any social security card, no bank accounts, nothing. There's no way they can have a credit card. So I would like them to just use cash and buy, scratch off cards and just load their SPXC, and then they can sell it from PancakeSwap later. So that's the goal.
Sounds a great idea, yeah. And looking into the tokenomics and the buy and sell tax, can we have a breakdown of the tokenomics? How many tokens and the buy and sell tax, and whereabouts tokens are placed for the project?
Yeah, so we have one quadrillion tokens. So here in the pink cell pad, we explain in our pie chart why we're using all this different fraction of it. So we're giving 40% of the token for liquidity here for this pink cell, and then rest of them different fraction. We're going with baby Doge swap. They're getting a certain percentage, um, and so Baby Doge and the Shibnobi swap, they will get about 10% of the token, and then of course, CEX is going to take 15% of the token. So we are about to cut this deal with uh, Bitmart, so that we should be able to do it by 25th. That's my goal. 25th of this month, we should be listed on Bitmart, and we're talking to uh, MEXC Global. They are, I don't know why they're really, it's all about paying the fee. I mean, it's silly, but I'm just gonna tell you flat out, they're negotiating fee with us. The fees is really high. So hopefully after the launch in the next few days, we'll our team will decide, and we'll probably borrow some money from ourselves and just list that on MEXC Global, pay them their 100 grand they want. So this is how it's gonna play out. So two of the CEX will uh, evenly distributed 15%. So it'll be 7.5% each of the CEX will get our liquidity there. So that's the goal with the CEX and the Baby Doge will have staking and farming. A lot of our investors last few days talking about why we're not vesting it, and then so the reason we're not vesting because our blockchain coming up soon, and blockchain when it comes in will create a bridge between this Binance SPXC. So I don't want to put people in investing for a year and then we can, migrate nothing. So it's kind of complex. So that's why if we're doing staking and farming on a different, like some percentage on the baby Doge, that's fine. But majority of them, when our blockchain is ready, we'll like to come to a point that we would like to merge our this Binance, token to our own blockchain. So that's the goal. That's why I'm not making decision for vesting right now. That should answer the question. Also, we have 5% that going to space exploration. That 5% of the token out of all supply, um, because space exploration is our main goal, and and our team would like to be very transparent, and we have a wallet for space exploration. Everybody can see it in a BSC scan. We are, people can monitor how much money is going out, how much money is going in, and since we're incorporated in the state of Florida, we have to file taxes, and people would know about our, money coming, going, spending, expenditure. We have a financial reports coming every year. So all these things gonna play a role for becoming a transparent company. So our team is docs. We're not going anywhere. We're here a long term. At uh, this gonna play out okay, I believe, in terms of sustaining a company. Our main goal is to take our project to NASA and get this, recognition, and of course join the SpaceX rocket company to support them. And hopefully someday Elon Musk gonna say, okay, guys, come on board, do your thing. So it'll be nice. So we have 3.4% for the team, giveaways, and a bunch of other expenses. We're not paying anyone for any dollar for doing mod work and influencers. Like I have like 9 or 10 people, working hard every day on Telegram here and there, Twitter, shilling our token, but we haven't paid a dime to them. So out of 3.4%, half of them I would like to spend for our team. And right now, Tokenomics at 10% tax. So 3% is going to reflection. So that's not for us. So I don't consider that as a tax that I am, but it is a tax that people have to pay before they buy and during the sale. So 3% reflection, and then 1% we have auto burn that's going to burn going to a dead wallet, and then we have 3% marketing and 3% space exploration. So that's 10% total. So what we're going to do after we list on CEXs, we will reduce that marketing to 1%, and then space exploration keep it 3% broadly. So we'd like to reduce that to a very small size so people can buy and sell their token. This is the ultimate goal in the next few months. After CEX listing, I'm telling everybody that we're going to reduce below 5% total tax. This is the goal, so people feel comfortable. All right.
Okay. Great, Mr. Spock. Yeah, and can we go into the Wallet X? What features will be available there for investors? You're building your own wallet.
Yes. So our Wallet X will have all major, Ethereum, Binance, Solana, Matic. We're going to have 4 different items here, and of course, it's going to be multi-phase security there. I think wallet is very. It's not very complicated. Very simple. Anybody can build a wallet in like 2 weeks. So we will make the wallet after we get the blockchain ready. So we just put this off a little bit from the table right now, since we don't have our own native, blockchain. So once we have the blockchain and our own coin, then we'll explore that wallet quickly and bring it back to the table. So we also talked about Metaverse. So Metaverse, we initially had just thought of making training for the future colonizer, Mars colonists that going to be flying toward Mars. There's like 300,000 people right now applying, actually put an application in NASA to go to Mars for life. They're like signing up for going to Mars, including myself. I am another applicant going to Mars. So people are signing up. If you go to nasa.gov and Mars exploration, you will see how many flyers there. They're wanted electricians, they're wanted surveyors, engineers, doctors, and all kind of different profession. So people are, getting ready for Mars. It's exciting journey, and a lot of people don't pay attention to it. It's a similar thing like AI. Everyday AI is going so advanced that we don't even pay attention. Similarly, space exploration is going really, really fast, and a lot of people were not, tracking those things. So yeah, so that's it. I mean, Metaverse will be just training platform for people can go in there and check it, how how to watch, take care of your small home and stuff like that, how to go outside and be careful from the storms, sandstorms, overheating situation, high heat temperature, how do you protect yourself. So we're going to have some kind of stuff that, of course, living on Mars, some kind of training manual. You put your VR set on and you can just live like the way you're supposed to be living on Mars. Mars has 1/3 of gravity of this Earth, so they are in a certain way you have to live. So we'll create a lot of different type of innovative and nice stuff down the road. Not yet. It's going to be the last one in our roadmap, the Metaverse. So that's it. I believe I covered most of the stuff.
Okay, great, Mr. Spock. And how can investors get involved? Are we at the pre-sale phase? When's the next phase where investors can get involved with the SpaceXCoin project?
So basically, we are tomorrow. Something we're closing this fair launch on Pink Cell tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, which is about 11:59 p.m. UTC. So tomorrow, sometimes we'll have our pancake swap opened. I don't know exact time yet. I have to check some of the information. So tomorrow after pancake swap opens, we're gonna have a liquidity there. People can buy from pancake swap right away, and we are doing the coin market cap, coin gecko listing, so people can find us very quickly. And I would like the investor to come to our Telegram and get updated with the latest information we have. And we also like to have 3 mini AMA in our Telegram every week, every weeknights. So I want investor come into that, ask us question if you have any. I time to time I come to Telegram and talk and answer people if they have any questions, stuff like that. So people will be able to find us in a matter of seconds. I have a lot of team members, total team probably like 20 some people right now, including like 9 engineers, and they're all spread out throughout the country. So we are very available. People can buy very quickly from PancakeSwap down the road. And then when we list on Shibnobi Swap, they can buy from Shibnobi. And then, of course, Baby Doge, they can go staking, farming, and buying as well. So this 3 platform will be ready in the next 2 weeks. And then, of course, CEX coming end of the month, definitely. It'll be a great opportunity for us.
Awesome, Mr. Spock. And I see you've had an audit by Solid Proof. That's great. And what's the marketing plans going forward after the launch, say for the first quarter? What you're planning around the SpaceX coin and the space exploration that you're looking into? What's going to be happening for the first quarter?
So the first quarter will be. I'm hoping that people will recognize us we had a V1 contract that we built a few months ago. That contract had high volume supply and then had some bugs in the contract that was not working. We tested on PancakeSwap, it jammed and some errors. So that's why we had to create a V2. So I want investors to know that what happened. People see that old V1 on the some other platform. They see in our PR press release from the Yahoo. They saw, hey, what's going on? Why is different? So I had to tell everybody, make sure people get updated. So the new PR should be coming in soon, and in the next 2 to 3 months, we'll we'll definitely get recognized around the world. It's coming up. We'll do a lot of different type of marketing to let people know. Also, when we have this venture capitalist coming on board, if Bessemer comes on board, we don't have to do anything. They have like a machine gun of marketing. The moment people know that Bessemer on board with us, we'll be going ballistic. This token is gonna go billion market cap before you open your eyes. It's just a matter of time. We get engaged now with Bessemer capital venture capital. They will they will make it way. We can go beyond Baby Doge or other guys out there. you know. So anyway, yeah, that's next 3 months. That's gonna happen. So our space exploration gravity pod paper will come out within the next 3 months. Also, our blockchain will come out. So we'll be a lot better shape than where we are right now because we have so many things on our plate, and of course we have a lot of people. I would like to engage everyone, each and every one, to be very confident about the timeline and delivery time. So we would like to meet every schedule we have, and we would like to deliver every items that we promise to our investors. This is my goal. Ultimate goal is we would like to make investors happy and confident, and make sure they respect us and we respect them equally. Yep.
Mrs. Spock, let's open it up to community investor questions. Let's see, Syed, you had a question for the SpaceXCoin team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so I've read on your white paper that Wallet X will implement Hype Intel intelligence feature that will allow users to see whether or not token being investigated is overly advertised according to the social media data. So I want to understand that how will your Hype Intel system going to collect data from various social media accounts?
Well, your question is kind of a little vague. You know, it's about there will be like one or two different ways people will know about us. It's definitely we are affiliate with a couple of marketers out there right now, so they will do some hype, and also social media. We have a couple of influencers. They're gonna work hard. We have some Twitter guys. They'll be continuing tweeting about us, and in some point we'll come to a point that we don't have to do it anymore. Once we have the venture capitalists come on board, we don't have to do anything. They'll do the rest of the marketing for us. It'll be on automatic. I mean, if you get affiliate with a huge venture capitalist, you are basically done. You don't have to do anything. They're just gonna put one tweet that says we support SpaceXCoin, and that's it. It's gonna be like viral, matter of hours. So
I
yeah,
think yeah, you didn't get my question. So it's one of the feature of your Wallet X, a Hyper Intelligence feature
oh,
that will
okay,
allow
okay.
user to, yeah, regarding that, yes.
Yes, okay. So the intelligent feature that we have, yeah. So we actually put this whole thing off because every few months things get changed. And there was our plan initially last 4 months ago. So we put the whole thing Wallet X off right now because our main focus is on a blockchain. We just wanna we just want to leave it as is. I'm thinking a lot of people have the same intelligent features in the wallet. So uh, I'm not sure even if it's gonna be a good feature or anything further down the road that we're gonna be using. So I just want to say I put that off for future.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you mentioned that the SpaceX Metaverse will open a major platform, and it's also mentioned on your white paper. that it will open a platform to train future astronauts, mission specialists, and space travelers without boundaries. So I want to know that will your astronaut training program be affiliated with NASA or any other space agency? And you also be going to be providing physical training to for these astronauts and space travelers in the real life training facility?
Yes. So when if we build our metaverse, we'll have those VR system that people can plug in, and they can sink themselves in the water. So I don't want to spend a lot of we don't want to spend a lot of money to put them in a different, gravity, zero gravity environment. It costs a lot of money. So we're gonna put them in a swimming pool. They can put the VR on, and they put the goggles VR on, and they stay in the water, and they can play the role how you cooperate with your zero gravity. So that's how astronauts can train using our platform. And if somehow NASA likes it, we'll give a lot of demonstration on that. That's our phase 4 in our planning in roadmap. So yes, after we're done with our blockchain and a couple other things, we're going to jump into that just to assist Mars settlers, how they will live on Mars. You have to train yourself in a different perspective because we're so used to the world, like beneficial, like everything we do here is like so easy to do. So we have to create those phenomenal scenarios so people can get used to what you're going to face when you move to Mars. So I will have a team of people that will give us feedbacks, and then we will build a nice gaming type of things that you play games to survive. You go do certain things outside and run around, and then what if you lose your oxygen mask or oxygen tank? What happens to you? A lot of different things. So I'm hoping that uh, in the next few months we'll come to a lot of improved ideas on the metaverse side. It seems to be like the entire crypto space and the real, like, Meta, Facebook, and then a bunch of other people, they are kind of losing that magnitude of metaverse concept. So we don't really worry much because our whole thing, the entire goal is to create a platform so that people can train themselves living on a space and Mars. So we're not going to build that to make money, or you're gonna go in there you know to gain some token. No, it's not like that. So ours is gonna be strictly training. So yeah, I mean, that's what's gonna happen, Mr. Said Rahman.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you, Glenn.
You're welcome.
The question, Sayed. Let's move to Asia. You had a question for the SpaceXCoin team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. So you said that you are constructing gravity pod prototype. It got me thinking that aren't the gravity pod already available? And if you are creating new gravity pod, how is it different and better from other gravity pod prototype already accessible?
Okay, so there are a few of them that are out there, but those gravity pod is not even what we're thinking. Those gravity pod is not really a gravity pod. I instantly tell you that those are not the really gravity pod they're talking. We are creating totally different that actually can give you very closer to 9.81 meter per second square gravity in an environment where you're not destroying your body. You have to put yourself in a platform and it has to spin over 200 revolution per minute. Just think about just putting yourself in a stage, and that stage is going to rotate 200 revolution per minute. That will destroy your body. It's like you're going to vomit, you're going to do going through a lot of hell. So we are using another method that I don't want to talk about this here. We're going to have a paper coming out. That paper is going to go through ASME, American Society of Mechanical Engineers, and a couple of university students' names going to be there, and I'll be one of the persons named there too. So we'll like to go that route, but what I'm telling you right now, those gravity pod you're talking about, those are not really a gravity pod. So far, there are a bunch of university guys and a couple of industrial venues. They're working on it. The ones they got, those are really harmful for your body, and not really uh, sort of not quite acceptable. We're trying to see how we can actually uh, deliver this to the NASA computation. Hopefully, in the next 6 months, we'll see the results. And to be honest, it could be a revolutionary that what we are building. I mean, I have professor from Purdue University, UT Austin, working with me about this. So there are people very knowledgeable on gravity, and there are like, yeah, I'm just gonna spell it out. The State University in Kansas, those guys had a great research, and then somehow the students, they gave up in the last few years. Student move on, they go to different jobs, or they quit. So we picked up a lot of different bits and pieces from around the other universities, and the formulas and theories we have. This is doable without harming our body, using another method that I'm not going to talk about right now. So I appreciate your question, and I think we'll beat them. Those whoever coming up, and some people definitely out there build something that we don't know of, because everybody's like a hush hush secretive thing. It is from our standpoint too. Let's see how our innovative revolutionary discovery comes out. So I would like to see our team win. So thank you for your question.
Yeah, yeah, you guys will win. Wonderful, and thank you for the great explanation. And have you also obtained patent for your gravity pod prototype?
No, not yet. It has to go through like this. First, you write a paper. The paper has to be peer reviewed by a bunch of universities, professors, and then what happens is a lot of things in the paper was not going to exactly tell you what it is. During that time, when we build a prototype, we're going to have patents, and we're not going to disclose the patent. So if somebody else come in there, they will have to face issues, some kind of litigation issues against us. So as we move forward, we'll reveal a bunch of stuff. So by April, May, hopefully we have a lot of paperwork or recognition on this particular research. Yep.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you for answering.
You're welcome, Aisha.
Question, Asia. Let's move on to Western Beast. You had a question for SpaceXCoin team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Hi guys. It's a wonderful project. I have to commend you on how much you guys actually spent, to do your research, and I really hope things go as they go in the blueprint. Okay. My first question is that I think you already touched on this, and I'm just going to circle back to the next one. Let's talk about the servers that you guys wanted to use to, integrate the blockchain for its purpose. I think I actually heard Alpha COD3 mention that you guys needed special server equipment or specialized servers. Wouldn't it be better if you poured research into using node authentication technology? Wouldn't that be better than using those servers? Because from my understanding, proof of work requires serious hardware that needs a lot of energy resources. Although I have a hunch that proof of work will actually get better because the electronics that are being produced are actually getting better in themselves. Pending when that time comes, isn't there any other alternatives to those servers that is being considered?
Thank you, Western. You're a very smart guy. We're having issues just now with this, and we can use the nodes, and so I have another gentleman coming on board to help us with that. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll update that. I'll keep it as a note for your questions, and we will definitely update you if we're using a cloud-based or a regular node. So I don't have exact timeline for this, but we'll solve the problem definitely.
Yeah, I gotta follow you on that. The problem, as long as it keeps on being hammered on, it's actually going to be solved eventually. All right. So let's talk about other avenues. Because you guys have actually spread your resources too thin. In my concept, you guys spread your resources too thin. While most of them, some may actually be more productive than the other. Why don't you? I wanted asking, is there any utility that you guys could currently focus on so that you could raise funds and then pour that funds for research into the next possible project that will fetch you more funds? For example, I actually heard you say that there's a system in place that gathers data, wouldn't it be better if you could use this data, say, in case people happen to come for research purposes, you could give them this data maybe at some kind of price, and not selling the data of those who are own it, but the patterns that has actually been gathered for price.
Can I jump in here? Alpha Code
Yes,
here.
sure, sure.
All right. Yes. Mr. Western Beast. Alpha Code here. Um. Just. I'm glad you brought up spreading resources too thin. This is something we were dealing with at the beginning of our project. We had a very small team of 4. Um, I don't want to get too much into that, but we've been working on this for very long time actually, and as we've been coming closer and closer to final execution, we've been spending more time speaking to other experts like us, but experts that are involved in the areas that we can get help on. We definitely appreciate your input, and please do join our Telegram group. We'd love to hear from you, Mr. Western Beast 001. Our crypto exchange is ready, so we're not spending resources on that. We're going through the bureaucratic process. We're and most of the testing, you know how it is. It's with AI and automation. Beautiful. Okay, our blockchain. Man, we've spent a lot of resources on that. It's more so financial hardware that we're waiting on, just confirmation of things, and then final optimization, really. Okay, so that's months, very very short time. It'll be ready for the community. Our NFTs, those are ready. Like we could have we could have minted those and put them out
Yeah, it's
like
getting
a
ready
month ago
next
over.
2 days actually.
But now it's like we're our resources are going towards um mostly the space exploration research. That's where we're focusing most of our attention on. And we love the idea of building grassroots for the community. So we're spending a lot of time in person connecting with different crypto people, crypto lovers like you and myself, and the community. Like that's where our resources, that's where we're going. We're going in that direction. But thank you for your question, Mr. Spock. What else can you add on this?
No, I would say that it's just correct. It's a concern of any project people have. They would like to see extend their resources, since we have a lot of things on our hand. And also, we grew a lot in the last 4 months. I see ourselves totally different gear, a different direction. So I think once we're done with our utilities, the major items, and they're almost there. I mean, there's not much hurdle we have. Just once we have the blockchain ready, we're kind of ready to put our full expertise and resources into space programs. That's our ultimate goal, actually, so that we can take our coin to the next level, to get recognized by the SpaceX company and NASA. So this is our ultimate goal. So I think we're heading right direction. Some people can think, "Oh my God, you guys have so many utilities, so many things." I think it's not that hard, actually. Just building these few things. It's just a matter of time, and you have to contemplate, put your resources together, keep guiding everybody together, have a good leadership team, and work together. The things will move forward, and we're not getting any issues working. We progressed a lot in the last 4 or 5 months. So, and Mr. Beast, yes, you're absolutely correct. A lot of people that think the same way. "Hey, you guys, people ask, hey, you have so many items in there. How are you gonna do this? You need more people." We actually have a lot of people. Sometimes we're trying to make sure that those resources are properly utilized. We're trying to engage people in the right direction. You can have so many people, like you can have thousands of people, but it doesn't mean that they will accomplish their goals. So plugging in the resources right place, the right time is the main uh, you know issue. So yeah, we are working hard to plug in people in the right time, right places, so we can get our deliverables pushed forward on time. Okay.
Mr. Spark, Alpha COD3, I really appreciate. I have a few more questions, but I want to continue this conversation maybe at another time. I really wish you guys the best. I'm going to follow you up on your socials and you'll be hearing more from me. Thanks a lot for answering my questions. Wishing you guys the best, and I hope the project stays bullish moonward. Over to you, Glenn.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Weston. Come see us. Definitely like to talk to you.
Okay, thank you very much for the questions, Western Beast. Unfortunately, we're running out of time today, but it's been great speaking to the SpaceXCoin team, Mr. Spock and Alpha here today. It looks a really great project. I think you've raised double the amount of the soft cap. I think you're about 100 BNB on pink sale, so that's going to launch in 24 hours. As we say, WellCoin talks for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but you can check out the website, the white paper, the official socials are in our main chat. I think there's 5 hours left on the pre-sale, so if you go and do your research, like we always say at WellCoin Talk, if you like what you see, go and have a chat with the team and the community in their socials. You can get you safely over to the official ones there in our main chat. And then, yeah, if you want to get involved in the pre-sale or join in on the pink sale, that'll be coming shortly. Thank you very much for coming today, guys. It's been great speaking to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We've got 2 $50 lucky winners on Spin the Wheel. After Spin the Wheel, I'll stop the recording there, Mr. Spock, and I'll send over a copy for you to share with your community. We've got it live streamed on YouTube as well, and I'll send that into our main chat for anyone who couldn't join the call today.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you too.
You, Mrs. Spock and Alpha, and take care.
Thank you, Glenn. Appreciated your moderating. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Glenn, and thank you to the community here at Whale Talks. Thank you so much for having us on here.